In today's video, I'm going to take the Top Oak tent, which is an extremely cheap budget tent, and I'm going to make it top of the line for myself. We're going to add power to it, USB, USB-C. We're going to fix the ladder problem that everyone in the world has complained about and make it much more doable and comfortable. Plus, I'll show you some more hacks with this tent that I enjoy and that has allowed me to live comfortably over the summer in this tent, so stay tuned to the end.
And it's going to stay attached like this. Alright, I'm really happy with the way this rooftop tent's been. We've been in it all summer long and it's worked out great. Haven't had any bad problems with it yet. It's held up to many storms, and I had to add some features to it to make it work for me. I want to be able to charge my devices up here without leaving them in the truck. So what I did was I ran my own USB cords. I'm going to show you how I did that. To get power inside the tent, drilled a hole in the very bottom of the tent where I sealed it with silicone, and I made it to where I could run the wires on either side. I'm running along this side to where it's all covered up by the mattress, but then in the front here, at the front of the mattress, I had taken a piece of plastic and I had mounted 3 of these ports that have both a USB and a USB-C port on it. So what I did was I took a strip of plastic and I took these 3 ports I bought off Amazon that have the USB-C included, and I was able to glue them all to this piece of plastic, and then I attached it with Velcro to make it easy to where if I wanted to relocate it somewhere within the tent, or if I wanted to remove it from the tent, I could. And then I just used some zip ties around just for extra strength. But I like this design because if I do decide I don't like it here and I want it somewhere else, I can just simply put another piece of Velcro wherever else I would like to have it and mount it there. And I left enough cable in here to where it would reach to all sides of the tent. And I used a cable that was well insulated, so I don't have to worry about it grounding out or anything like that. But with this, I can just stick it here and use it. If that's not comfortable, I can move it somewhere else. I can leave it loose. But the biggest thing is these plugs. I liked about that was whenever the bedding and the mattress is up here, it sits close. So I decided to use these that are slanted instead of out straight. And this is better because what I'll do is I'll plug my flashlight in and things like that to have charge on my cell phones. And with these type of plugs, I can do that and just be able to have things out reach to. I'll know where they're at. I'll know they're on this charger, so if I needed it for whatever reason to see or for the phone, I know it's going to be located here on this plug. And the nice part with this particular tent, it's got a lot of pockets in it. I'm not going to do a full review on the tent. I'm sure you've seen it before on other channels. I'm just going to show you what's different with me, but I like it because this is enough cords for my cell phone, my watch, and my flashlight or headlight. I can put it here, so they live in the tent all the time. So whenever I go camping, everything's already up here ready to go, and I don't have to worry about packing anything else. As you know, this tent also comes with its own light. Whenever I use it, I'm able to also plug it in this bank, and I'm able to have the controls down here to where I'm at. So this is real handy, just being able to run it up the side to the top. When I'm not using it, I just store it down here with the chargers. As far as the mattress goes, I was actually impressed with the mattress that came with this tent. However, I've gotten used to through the years sleeping on these memory foams, And what I like about these are they're self-inflating. I can just pop this open on both sides and it starts to inflate. I've been using the same style of mattress for about 5 years now. I've been very happy with them, and it's just a habit. But the actual mattress that came with the tent was also very comfortable. And you can find the fitted sheets for these to where you can fit the sheets around them. And there's so many different brands that are making your sheets and your blankets and pillows and everything for these tents. And all this stuff is able to pack down and stay inside the tent. I don't have to actually unpack any of it or carrying it with me, because the tent will actually comfortably close with all this in it. I was impressed. I was able to actually keep 4 pillows up here in the tent at all times. But whenever I pack it, I always stagger them out to where they're not on top of each other, which gives it more room for this all to pack down. For my blanket, I've been using this down, the Aeronaut Outdoor Sleep Loose. It's been very comfortable. In the warmer months, it was still pretty cool, and now the colder months, it's providing warmth. So overall, I've been very happy with this blanket. Whenever I bring the kick out down, I want to make sure that the pillows are not underneath of it, so it's giving me more room for this to lay flat, so to make it easier to actually close the tent. And that has been one of the biggest secrets to getting this tent to close good, is to make sure everything's spread out and flat. After staying this all summer long, I've learned that if you do put the pillows down where this can go as flat as it can, and these go up to it, and then you tuck your side flaps for your doors on both sides. If you tuck them in like this and lay them flat as well, it gives you the best, is best for whenever you're closing up the tent. But for me, the secret has been folding all this flat, as far as getting this kick out and everything to lay down nice and for the tent to close up nice. Always make sure the blankets are spread out, the pillows are also spread out, not on top of each other, and nothing is below the kick out rod that goes down. The other hack that I've done with this tent, besides add the electrical to it, is I also put a solar panel on the front, which provides all the electricity to my dual battery system. It's been working great for that. I also have the red arc system on top of that. But this has done a really good job keeping everything charged up. So that's been riding on there for the entire summer. And I'll show you kind of how I pull the wires down and everything with that. But it's been working good. Okay, I know everyone's been complaining about the ladder and how it attaches to the top oak tent. And a lot of people said, in all the reviews that I've heard, talks about how easily this can come off from the truck or from the tent, which it is easy to lift up like that. So what I've done is I actually turned this around the opposite way of how it should be, and I attach it to the track like this, upside down. So now you have it very secure. It's not going to go anywhere at all unless you turn it back upside down again, because it can't come off unless it's turned upside down at this point. So this is the way that I've been attaching it. I think it's a lot better. Plus, once you do that, you notice that these rungs are at a different angle now, and they're a lot more comfortable on my feet whenever I go up inside the tent. Because originally, where I had it turned around the original way, I've heard a lot of different people complain about how uncomfortable this ladder is. With it turned around backwards, it seems to be a little better, and it's really secure. It's not going to go anywhere from the Jeep at this point. So this is probably one of my most top oak hacks I have, but it's been a great addition. And I'll place this bag all the way at the front of the tent. If you don't pack the pillows flat from around the center kick-out bars, you will have a tough time leaving everything inside the tent. But with me, I have the 4 pillows, and I have the ladder, the down blanket, the inflatable mattress, and the sheets and everything that stays inside the tent at all times. As you can see, it feels kind of airy with this, and it will be if you don't. Part of the problem with the blanket that I'm using with this, it does collect a lot of air, and it's like this has to kind of air out to be able to collapse. Now to show you how I mounted the cable for the electronics for the USB-C chargers, or the the USB ports. I just drilled a hole. The reason I did it up here was just kind of get it out of the way, and then I drilled it straight into this topper here and over to my battery supply. This is for my two 100 amp hour lithium batteries. This is the panel I built. It has my red arc charger, and then everything I have on here goes to a fuse. This far fuse down here, or I'm sorry, not fuse, but circuit breaker down there is actually what goes up to the tent. It's only a 20 amp, and I have it wired up to where it's off now, so whenever the tent's closed, I don't have any electricity going to the tent. But whenever I open it up, I can just quickly flip that up, and that will power the inside of my tent. I like to have everything on its own circuit breaker. That way there's multiple fail safes. If anything was to ground out inside the tent or cause a short inside the tent, and with it being a sleeping area and everything, I just like the comfort that I'll have a low amperage circuit breaker that will kick off before anything can warm up to a point of starting a fire. Another hack I developed, these are the wires that go up to my solar panel. I just put a bungee cord on here, and I wrap everything, and to keep everything down and out of the way, I'll just hook this bungee cord to it. And what it does, it pulls these wires out of the way to the side, and it keeps them from flopping around, or it hides them a little bit too. I did get the reboost system, and whenever I'm not off-road, I'll normally lower it down. I'll just take a strap and I'll secure it to my roof. That way it doesn't flap around the wind, and if I don't need it, I normally won't rise it up. If I have good cell phone service and everything, I'll just ride it like that. With everything packed up, I'm overall happy with this setup.
I hope these tips helped you with a budget tent. I know it's made my tent much more enjoyable. Been using it over a year now, and I've been nothing but happy with it. And these few hacks will really go a long way, so I'm really excited and happy with the ladder, because when I first heard about the ladder, I was very worried about how it would turn out. But thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, because it really helps my channel, and we'll see you in the next video.